My students, grade 4, how are you? Today we'll solve weekly assessment number 1, first group, second term, this year 2025. First group, group A, question number 1, what is the name of the opposite figure? Opposite figure we have here straight line. We call it the straight line. We called it straight line. Okay, straight line. straight line الفيجر قدامنا ده يا ولاد اسمه straight line. طيب هنا عند line segment. This figure we called it line segment. And this figure we called it ray. We have ray start from the point to infinity. A line segment, a lot of points lies in the straight line. We have first and end about points, but straight line we haven't end or infinity. This question: how many lines symmetry of square? Square has 4 line symmetry. We can draw here square like this and divide it 4 parts, or تقدر ان انت ترسم 4 number lines here symmetry. 1 2 3 and last one 4. We have 4 line axis of symmetry. Next question: we can draw this straight line one straight line about this figure. بيقول لي how many lines symmetry. بتقدر ترسم خط يعني اسم الشكل هنا 1. الشيء اللي بعده: never intersecting lines are called parallel. Okay, we called it parallel like this. 2 straight line here. Never. Okay, never intersecting lines are called parallel. We called it parallel. Okay, but if 2 straight line intersect at one point, we called it intersecting. Question 5: the opposite lines are called perpendicular. We have perpendicular 2 lines because the measure of angle between them equal 90 degree. Then 2 straight line here perpendicular. Next question: what is the name of the opposite figure? We have here ray. We called it the ray. Question number 2: how many lines symmetry of rectangle? Rectangle has 2 lines symmetry, 1 and 2. We know line symmetry can divide the figure to equality figures or two congruent figures. Then rectangle has 2 line symmetry. How many lines of symmetry of the opposite figure? We have this. This figure like this. We can divide it by 1 line symmetry or 2, 1 horizontal and vertical. So we have 2 line symmetry. Okay, we have here 2 line symmetry. Next question: what is the name of the polygon has 6 sides? We called it hexagon. The hexagon has 6 sides like this: 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. The opposite lines are called intersecting. The 2 lines intersecting. The angle between them acute, and the complement or supplements angle here we called it obtuse. We have two angle supplements angles. The sum of them equal 180. First, acute, and second is obtuse, or the inverse, obtuse and acute. But if the angle between them equal 90 degree, we called it perpendicular. Okay, so we call this two straight line here intersecting at one point, we called it intersecting. Next question, group C. What is the name of this? We called it line segment. This figure we called it line segment. How many lines or how many lines of symmetry of the isosceles trapezium? Isosceles trapezium has one line symmetry like this. One line symmetry. You can divide this figure by one line symmetry. Up here, divide it two parts congruent. Next question. How many line symmetry of the opposite figure? Figure we can divide it two parts congruent by two method or one method only. Like, look at here, we have like this. And this we can divide it by one line symmetry here. So we have one line symmetry. What is the name of the polygon has 8 angles? We have pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon. We called it octagon. Octagon has 8 angles. We called it octagon. 8 angles and also 8 sides. We have 8 sides and 8 angles. We called it octagon. The opposite lines we called it parallel. Parallel. We called it parallel. They never intersecting in any point, so we called it parallel. But if they intersecting at one point, then we called it intersecting. If two straight line intersection and the angle of between them equal 90 degree, we called it perpendicular. So we have 3 types relation between two straight line: parallel, or perpendicular, or intersecting. Then the result here will be parallel.